Yeah. Let's do that.
You can see we're in the gym in Utah, and gonna do some mobility today. Shoulder's still messed up, so we're gonna have to wait another week or two. But do some leg mobility, shoulder mobility, and yeah. Yes. Very sick. Dude, this thing makes my quad look so big. How we feeling, bro?
Fucking dead.
Jakob? Fucking dialed. Taking souls.
Nem é sempre esse salvo. Ah, não era pra como.
Just a little bit easier. But I heard a few bit of cord doing that.
Got lucky. All right, so back from Utah now. That trip was awesome. Glad I documented it a lot. So something about this social media I love doing, just documenting, so I get to look back down and see. I did that because I usually actually don't look through my photos too much. But yeah, so kind of go over the trip, how that went, and what we're looking forward to. So day one, went out with the boys. Actually, flight got delayed by like 3 hours the first day. We were supposed to get there at 6. Actually, no, we're supposed to get there at like 8, ended up getting there like 11:30 at night. Got back to my boys Jacob's house at like 1:30 a.m. So that was kind of fun, driving the mountains at night. So the next day we got up, they're just outside Kamasi, Utah. Sick place in the mountains there. Got an awesome house, cool club. Went on a morning hike to kind of get acclimated. Hit the sauna plunge in the afternoon, which was pretty cool. And Miss Schuster's cooking was gas. First night we had poke bowls. Second day, went on a run in the morning with Alex. Went mountain biking. That was so fun. So hard though. Like I love doing it, but it kind of got me gassed, and like especially my shoulder. Like I'll talk about later. It was just like my nervous system was like fried. And then had pesto chicken that night. And then we got actually stopped at a great lunch spot as well. I forgot what those called. But dinner, yeah, was pesto chicken and some pasta and some homemade bread. Miss Schuster cooked up some banger stuff. The third day, we went backcountry shooting, so we drove like an hour into the Wasatch Range, way out there, and shot shotguns and Jacob's pistols. Really fun. I'm pretty buns at it, but it was still really fun. And then we got back, sauna plunge, decided the next day we were going to do Mount Timpanogos, which is what I showed at the beginning of the video. And we originally were going to do that like the second day, but we kept pushing it back and back and back. And so I was like, all right, we got to do it tomorrow. It's the last day. And then I was like, Jacob's like, oh, I don't want to wake up so early or whatever. We might as well go just at 1 a.m. I was like, bro, why don't we go 1 a.m.? He was like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah. So We ended up going to bed at like 11 o'clock at night. Woke up at like 1 a.m. the next day, so maybe 2 hours sleep on the end. And yeah, we hiked to Pinogos. It was like 15 miles, like 5,500 feet. It was insane, super fun. Definitely tiring though. My feet got cooked for sure. As in like my Noble Blaster pretty much toast now. But I put like 800 miles on that, so it is what it is. And yeah, that was pretty fun. We got back like 11 that morning. Took a nap for like 4 hours. My sister cooked up some bangers, salmon fillets, and salad. So that was just awesome. Overall, the trip was great. Me, Alex, and Jacob up in there for a few days. Jacob's still up there. It was just a blast. Getting up there in God's country, really getting to see the beauty of God's creation. Especially like, as I'm like reading Genesis right now, like seeing all like it's just awesome. So yeah, we also copped some brand new shoes. Nothing to blast are pretty much toast. We got to get some new shoes, some new trainers. So we got some fuel cells from there. I'm fired up for these. These will be great. So yeah, those are the new shoes. I'm gonna be testing them out tomorrow morning. Do a few, like maybe 3 or 4 miles. Kind of easy. My boy Chase Hooper, he's a dog. There's Instagram. I'll put it up there for sure. Go check him out. He has some great stuff. He'll be there getting some shots of me. And yeah, for sure. Something else I want to talk about was that all the heat training is definitely paying off, especially the mountains. Now, of course, we're way up in altitude. We were like 7,000 feet, like was where my boy's house was, so we're way up there. And it's, it's super hilly, so that kind of things you can't go as fast. But because it's so hot here, it makes it so much theoretically, like makes it seem easier, even though we're going slower. So yeah, the hills pay the bills. Heat training is paying off. I think last week we hit like 6,000 something feet of vert on Strava. That's just crazy. Now also like that was from like that one big hike, but still awesome. And yeah, so I'll catch you tomorrow at the track.
When I'm lonely, when I'm tired, when I'm White Peel Highway wired, is that a sunrise or a sunset? Is it a place I'm headed to or a place I never left? I've watched seasons change, been through fire and rain. 365 I pray may. Honey, truth be told, till I'm gray and old, even the devil knows I'll pray your name.
Hi guys, it's been a few days. We actually moved into college since the shock work out, so it's been like 4-ish days. But anyway, review on the shoes. New Balance Rebels are great. I learned they're slightly on the quicker side of trainers. Definitely gonna try to not push crazy miles on them, but they were really good. Just did easy miles on them. I've done 3 runs on them now. All around, my easy pace is around 8:30 right now. That's been really good. They've been really great. I also think they're pretty, dang cool. So, yeah, shoes are great. We're moving to college now, so it's kind of crazy. We're here in the dorm, in the dungeon, that's what we call it. Been here for a few days now, and it's been awesome. Already met a ton of guys and girls that are just great people. And just stoked for college in this whole environment. So I'm gonna try to for sure upload at least once every week or so. Kind of keep track. I do have an event that I'm gonna be doing this winter/fall that I'll be training for. I'm not sure when that prep's gonna start, but it's on the calendar. And then eventually I'll tell you what it is. But yeah, good news also is the shoulder. It's finally healed. Pretty much took about 5.5 to 6 weeks off that. Like I said, I tweaked it, mentioned 2 plates, which is great. But, it ended up catching and coming back to us to haunt us. So, but did a ton of mobility stuff, got it checked out, by a trainer. And yeah, trained that delt. But 6 weeks later, we're back, ready in business. I was feeling really good yesterday, and it felt good for the past week or so, but I wanted to rest just in case. Hit a pull session yesterday, that was fantastic. And then today hit push. I mean, it is very, very slightly tight, but it's because also I haven't lifted and I'm sore because I haven't lifted in like 6 weeks for upper body. But yeah, Squat's going up. I think we're heading squatting tomorrow. I think the goal is for 4x5 at 265 or 4x6, something like that. But yeah, we're gonna move some weight tomorrow. Go on our easy roll with my boy Tristan. And yeah, so just try to be the best version of yourself. Also, right now, I haven't really said on my Instagram at all. I'm trying to keep my own thing, but I'm going through the Bible right now, the Old Testament, really, over the next 6 months to a year, and that's been really great so far. You know, I've always just kind of feared, the Old Testament is like the wrath of God, but just going through it and seeing like how awesome our Father is, and just seeing Him work through people's lives, like that's our Father. What ended up actually sparking this was there's a guy named Joe White who worked at Connecticut Camps, who was the director of that for so long, and he's a great guy. But we had a Bible study with him this past summer, and we went to the book of Daniel with him. And I kid you not, he opened the book. He didn't even open a book. Like, we went through the book. We had our Bible just going through it a little bit, but he went all of it off the top of his head, and just seeing how fruitful his life has been. I mean, the guy's had over 30 surgeries in the past decade. Doesn't even have, we call him No-Toe Joe because he literally has no legs below his kneecaps. He didn't even have kneecaps, which is insane. But he's just an awesome guy, and he was just able to pour know so much, and we learned about Daniel and all the prophecies and predicting the future and all that stuff was just crazy. And seeing that, I was like, dude, there's so much in the Old Testament I just don't know. I'm just afraid to read because it's kind of long and big and scary. I'm just fired up to read that. I think I'm in Genesis 32 today, so I'm actually about to go read that in a few chapters after this. Yeah, so it's kind of life. Like I said, I'm just gonna keep moving forward, keep stacking hay. And yeah, I'm gonna try to inspire people to Arkansas. Maybe this thing will blow up a little bit. If you want to sponsor me, hit me up. I'm always open to do stuff. And yeah, so on that note, catch you later. Keep stacking hay, and see you in the next episode. Peace.